we're going to jump in kind of off subject a little bit because
Sure.
I know you've got a topic that's near and dear to you.
Yes.
You are very active in the Carlsbad Boys and Girls Clubs.
Yes.
And tell me a little bit about that.
I recently became a board member,
Nice.
and I became a board member because I started to look at what can I give back. And I was looking at different organizations to invest my time and my energy and my desire to give back to. And I started to look at my children because I have a newborn, a 3-year-old, and a 5-year-old. And the interesting thing about being busy is you start getting a lot better at your calendar.
Yep.
And just focusing time on things that were important and delegating certain amounts of time to things that I really want to do brought me to the Boys and Girls Club of Carlsbad. My office is off Faraday in Carlsbad, and I work in that community a lot. And I just started investigating their main clubhouse, and I spoke with Brad Holland, the CEO of the Boys and Girls Club of Carlsbad, and I sat in on some board meetings, and they do impact statements. And I think that's what really got me is when they did their first impact statement, I was like, oh my gosh. And what that means is they bring in a parent or somebody that's in the teen program, and they would talk about how the Boys and Girls Club of Carlsbad has impacted their life. And when I saw what people's efforts actually do, that they'll never know how deep or how far it will go.
Right.
And then all of a sudden you have these people that have been impacted by the club talk to you about what it meant as basic as school supplies.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, that's what's amazing.
Yeah.
You know, people think that Carlsbad is purely a affluent community, that nobody has any need, and that's not the case.
No.
You know, you have need everywhere, regardless of appearance. How can we help this Boys and Girls Clubs? They've got an upcoming event. Can we get involved in that?
Yeah.
Tell us about it.
It doesn't matter where you are in the community, of course. You can always help the Boys and Girls Club of Carlsbad, whether it's non-perishable, clothing donations, monetary, but they do several events each year. We just finished up the gala, which is the main event of the year, and they've roughly got an operating budget that they have to meet of somewhere on the $2 million mark. And they hit 15% of it this past 3 weeks ago. We had their gala, and they raised $320,000 that night for their gala. That
That's
goes back.
incredible.
Unbelievable. And part of that money, of course, goes to scholarship for children. You know, it just goes to so many different places for these kids. And what we've got coming up with the Thanksgiving feast, that's going to be at the Village location for the 2 locations that Carlsbad Boys and Girls Club offers for where the kids can go. There's different offsite locations as well, but the main
Sure.
2 clubhouses, there's the Village. And November 19th from 4 to 6, they're going to be doing their Thanksgiving, turkey and just, you know, all the stuffings and mashed potatoes. And we just had a board meeting a few days ago, and we were talking about what we're going to do for the Christmas drive. And they want to, gosh, I can't even remember how many hundreds of toys that we're going to work to get for the children, because they want to give each child a toy. And it just impacts these kids' lives. It's just one little thing, you know, you just remember.